Alright, what's up DVW fam? So we're back in Vegas right now, and in this video we're gonna head to 3 of the top Hawaiian food spots here in Las Vegas. Some people call Las Vegas a 9th island because there's so many Hawaiians here and they love to visit Vegas. So on our first stop, we're going to Pacific Island Taste for some bomb Hawaiian food. Let's go inside and check it out. Let's go. Alright y'all, so we're at Pacific Island Taste right now. I feel like I'm in Hawaii, that's why I'm wearing this tank right here and shorts. I feel like I'm at the beach. Wow, this is quite the spread. So this is the #1 voted poke bowl in Vegas, and you guys know I love poke, so we definitely gotta go in on this. These are handmade pork hash. This kind of looks like sima. Let's try this right here. Wow, Cena wasn't lying. She said it was fresh ground pork. You taste the freshness in that. It's like a sima, but without the shrimp, more of the pork in there. Ooh, it's really savory, tender. She said no soy sauce or any of that in there. Their own marinade and seasonings in this. So tender, delicious, juicy too. You don't want your meatballs to be dry. Gotta crack open a Hawaiian Sun lychee right here. The Hawaiian soda, let's see. So good. It tastes kind of milky in a way, but nice and sweet to cleanse the palate. Let's go in on this next. This is the Hawaiian steak right here. It's kind of like a loco moco. You see the grilled onions on here, the nice gravy, everything made in-house. That's what they like to pride themselves on here, guys. Homemade food, quality you can taste, and I'm tasting all of it. Ooh. That is so good. The gravy is nice and thick and sweet, but you get the nice caramelized flavors of the onions on there, and you could really taste the grill, the char on the steak. I mean, I'm Asian, so I could really taste like the difference in the rice. I love Hawaiian rice. It's just the grains are larger, more glutinous, spongier. I love Hawaiian rice. It goes very well with the gravy. It like soaks up all the flavors really well. Can't stop eating this. It's good hamburger steak. Alright, so this plate is loaded here. One more thing I gotta talk about is the prices here. Every one of these dishes are under $20. This huge plate right here, I think this could feed like 2 people. This is $15. This is one of their most popular dishes, the Jay's bento box. Comes with a little bit of everything. It's actually $14.99, so $15. This is a steal. I'm gonna go in on the chow funs because I was watching him, you know, stir frying on that wok. It looked really delicious. That is not your regular chow fun. You got your typical Panda Express. The noodles are huge, really thick, and there's pieces of char siu pork in here, grilled barbecue pork. It's like nice niblets of char siu pork in here. Fire. Teriyaki beef. Ooh, there's a nice sweet glaze on the teriyaki beef. Beef is a little bit fatty, a little bit tender. Ooh, good teriyaki beef. Very fresh. You don't get that preservative taste from any of these items, guys. Feels like you're eating home-cooked meal straight from the back. And you guys can see the big homie in the back. If you know he's rocking arm tattoos, you know he could cook great Hawaiian food, right? So this is the mochiko chicken right here. I guess it's like their rendition of like a popcorn chicken, fried chicken bowls. Let's try it out. The breading itself is sweet. That's very interesting. This is good. Almost tastes like fried chicken candy. How sweet it is. You know, some popcorn chicken could be like, they'll have like a dry rub on it, like a spice, be kind of spicy, and then you dip it in sweet and sour sauce. But this, it feels like the sweet and sour sauce is already infused into the breaded fried chicken. I'm a fan of mochiko chicken. It has a little bit of ginger in there too, I'm tasting. Let's try this right here, the redondo sausage. Tastes like a really sweet beef wiener. I feel like this is the way to go if you're just coming here for lunch, really hungry, want to try a little bit of everything. So this is the Hawaiian style plate right here, another one of their top items. Ooh, you know when you're at a Hawaiian place, you gotta try the macaroni salad. I love Hawaiian macaroni salad. It's like one of my favorite sides. It's not too overpowering, not too sweet. Has that nice glaze of mayo on it. Nice big shells of macaroni. This is the lau lau, which is taro leaf. Wrapped inside of the taro leaf is sticky rice, very glutinous, pork belly, some butterfish, and pork fat. So we have something similar in Vietnamese cuisine. It's wrapped in a banana leaf, but this is taro leaf. So this is like a present, guys. So you go inside the taro leaf and you get a bunch of gifts. Let's try it out. This is very similar to the Vietnamese dish I've had. We eat it during Lunar New Year's. It's like a bánh trưng, but it has like pork fat in it, pieces of pork belly, and the leaf just brings the flavor all together, like steams it. You get a very herby taste coming from the taro leaf. There's a lot of that shredded pork in there. I'm digging that lau lau a lot. This is my first time trying lau lau. There's some Kahlua pork right here. That pork is smoky. Ooh, that hit me in the face. I was really surprised because usually Kahlua pork is kind of like just sweet. This is really smoky. It tastes like pulled pork, but with like a fresher feel. So you don't get a lot of that barbecue flavor. Green onions to top it off as well. Ooh, it's really good Kahlua pork. It's so tender and soft too. Wow. Alright, there's also like a fried piece of fish on here. They gave it some tartar sauce, some lemon, but I'm just gonna try it by itself. So right away, the breading, really like the breading. It's nice and light, it's not too oily. You bite into it, it's like a pillow of friedness. This is a plate and it comes with a little bit of poke on here too. Onions on here, green onions. I think this is ahi poke, it's tuna. Wow. The flavor profile on there is something totally unexpected. I was not expecting this. It's kind of like a balsamic vinaigrette flavor. It's nice and salty. Ooh, and the fish is totally fresh. That's unique. Wow, that blew me away. So, #1 poke bowl in Las Vegas. Let's see if it's worth the hype. Let's try it with a little bit of rice. Some fresh avocados. Wow. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some chili flakes on top. Also like the other ahi poke salad. The flavor profiles on this just blew me away. Like this sauce on the poke, it just comes together very well. You just get one spoonful with the rice and it just mashes together very well. The flavor goes really well together. It's almost like a mashed potato of like fish. Kind of get like that wasabi ginger flavor in this sauce. This is definitely some authentic poke if I had some myself. Vegas, the 9th Hawaiian island. You guys gotta come to Pacific Island style. All this food is as authentic as it gets, guys. Yeah, guys, those chili flakes on top are no joke. It's kind of spicy, but it's good. It's like that good spice. It's like that spice that kind of just tingles on your tongue a little bit. This is a good poke bowl. This is actually tuna poke, and if you guys see my videos, I've said this before, is that when I usually get poke, I usually get salmon because it's hard to mess up, but I do get tuna occasionally and it has to be really good, and in this case, this checks the box for being really good tuna poke. It's just so fresh, you don't get any of that fishy taste. There's actually seaweed flakes on the rice that gives it that salty flair. Eating all this food, surprisingly it feels kind of light. Like Sina said, it was homemade. And I was just actually talking to her and she says that she's actually allergic to MSG, so she has to make sure all these dishes are fresh and don't have MSG preservatives in them. So I was right when I said it doesn't taste kind of like preservative-y, if that makes sense, because I don't know, guys, Hawaiian food kind of is heavy, I mean, but I don't feel too heavy, you know, eating this food. It's homemade, fresh Hawaiian food. So if you guys are into that, I really love this place. DVW score, I give this place an 11 out of 10. I love Hawaiian food, and this spot just gave me new dishes that I haven't tried before. It really feels like I visited Hawaii to try Hawaiian food. The history, I'm paraphrasing, so, you know, correct me if I'm missing some parts, but it feels like I'm eating like a medley of cultures in these dishes. You get like the Filipino tocino kind of sausage. You got the pork hash, which is kind of like a sima from Chinese cuisine. The poke, Japanese cuisine. Kahlua pork, that's like Hawaiian. The chow fun, a little bit of everything. And the fried chicken kind of tastes like Korean fried chicken. And yeah, Sina was telling me that, you know, back in like the 30s in Hawaii, the farmers, they didn't have a way to preserve their food, so everybody would bring their respective dishes back home to kind of like share and cook, and that's why Hawaiian food has, you know, such a variety of awesome flavors. So yeah, just a little fun fact for you guys. Yeah guys, gonna finish the rest of this food and we're on to spot number 2 on this Top Hawaiian Eats series. So we're at our second location for our Top Hawaiian Eats in Vegas tour. Right outside of Lefty-J's Island Favorites. They specialize in Filipino Hawaiian food, so let's go inside and get some food. Let's go. Alright, Chef Lefty, this looks like a feast right here. Can you let us know which dishes are which?
Okay, so first we're gonna start with the Filipino side. This is the traditional pancit, consisting of diced pork, shredded carrots, shredded cabbage, clear noodles, and then a small slice of lemon and some fresh green onions. Here we have more of the two choice on the Filipino side, traditional pork adobo, and then the pinakbit, which is stewed vegetables, stewed in a diced tomato and tomato sauce. Has a little bit of pork meat in there as well. One of our top selling items, our famous 5-star, consisting 5 proteins. We have teriyaki beef, teriyaki chicken, Kelby short ribs, chicken katsu, and 2 pieces of our crispy fried chicken. 3 full scoops of rice, 1 mac salad as well. Right here we have our 2 protein combination, our robust garlic chicken, meat john, and then here a little bit more on the traditional Hawaiian side flair, the kalua pork with cabbage.
Nice. Meat john. What is meat john?
So meat john is our sliced ribeye beef that is marinated and then it's battered in an egg wash.
Ooh, nice.
So it's almost like an open omelet kind of type.
Awesome. This looks great. Thank you, Lefty. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go on the pork adobo right here. I love adobo. Let's try this out right here. Pork is nice and tender. You taste that sweetness, that vinegary sweetness to it. Very good to pair with white rice. Soaking all flavors. You know I love pancit. Let's try this. So thin glass noodles. There was a bunch of cabbage. Ooh, there's nice crunch to it. Nice and refreshing with all the cabbages, but it's hot. It's a hot noodle. Teriyaki beef. Let's try this out. Nice and tender. Has like the Hawaiian sweet barbecue glaze to it. So all these dishes has a nice sweet glaze. Very well to pair with the rice. So there's this rice right here with some seaweed flakes and sesame seeds. Ooh, so we got this chicken katsu right here. One of the OG Hawaiian dishes. It's cool to come here because there's a little bit of Hawaiian food, a little bit of Filipino food. So katsu sauce for this right here. Lightly bread on the outside, nice tender pieces of chicken breast on the inside. Has a nice crunch, but also very tender. I would always describe katsu sauce kind of like ketchup and barbecue sauce mix. Try this kalua pork right here. Look at this. Nice and moist with the juices. Has some cabbage. Oof. Everything's piping hot. You see the steam on it? There's nice and smoky taste to that kalua pork. Thought it would be kind of like sweet, but it's nice and tender. Falls apart. It has a nice smoky taste to it. It's good kalua pork. Kalbi, the ribs right here. So guys, these plates are huge, they're loaded, and they're actually at a pretty great price point. So most Hawaiian food is, so like you get really full on a budget. You might even call this kind of like cheap eats. Let's try this kalbi. Gotta use our hands. The marinade is what hits you right away. It's nice and thick. It's a nice sweet sauce. Slightly peppery. Oof. Good sauce. Everything, like I said, very good to pair with the rice. So this is the teriyaki chicken that also comes with the meat plate, meat combo. So you get different combinations here. So you can kind of like mix and match your meats either way. Compared to the first Hawaiian spot we went to, I feel like this one is more of like a typical kind of like fast food Hawaiian spot. I feel like it has more of like that fast food Hawaiian flair where you get like your plates and you just get like a bunch of protein items and sides. Yeah, let's try it out. Nice and tender chicken thigh with the same nice sweet glaze. I'm really digging their sauce here, guys. Nice, sweet, really good glaze. All right, so we're eating Hawaiian food, so it's only right to have a Hawaiian sun to wash down some of the meat. Let's try this out. All right, cheers, pineapple orange. Ooh, nice and refreshing. It's super cold. Has a nice pineapple, orange little juice drink.
Can you send me?
All right, so let's move on. So this is the garlic robust chicken right here. So it has like a nice glaze on it. Nice. Let's try it out.
Oh, gotcha. Lefty-J is an island.
Ooh, that's good. You taste all that crispy fried garlic on there, and it has a nice sweet glaze on top. But surprisingly, the chicken inside is very moist. You would think sometimes fried chicken could be like dry, but the chicken inside is really moist and it has a nice thick breading on the outside. Fried chicken, of course. That's bomb. All right, so this is the mochiko fried chicken. So it's different style fried chicken. Let's try it out. It just has like a really thick breading on the outside. Really crispy, also moist chicken on the inside. Very tender, but it doesn't have like a sauce on it. So that's mochiko, that's the robust garlic. Alright, so this is the meat John right here. I've never tried this before. Apparently, it's like a deep fried ribeye. You see the ribeye inside? The steak? Yeah, so it's kind of like an open omelet. It's like a kind of like a deep fried piece of ribeye. Let's try it out. It's good, and the ribeye steak inside also has like a sweet Hawaiian glaze on it. This is actually the sauce that goes with it, so let's dip it with this. Try it out. Taste some vinegar in here, kind of like a vinegar soy sauce, a little bit sweet. Ooh, I'll say it like that. If you, basically if you're on like a time crunch, you want to get like a steak and eggs, and you don't want to take too long, this is kind of like a steak and eggs all in one bite with that sweet Hawaiian glaze. This is fire. Got some macaroni salad, of course, to eat the Hawaiian food with. This is a must for Hawaiian cuisine. Nice, light and crunchy, refreshing. Has that mayo on it. Pair with your Hawaiian food dishes. Pretty much tried all the dishes. The food is great here. Like I said, the unique standpoint on this place, I would say, is like the bang for your buck. I feel like you get authentic, great Hawaiian Filipino food for a great price. Also, all of these dishes are jam-packed, so you'll definitely come hungry, leave happy and full, with a full wallet as well. So yeah guys, I always like to point out my standouts. So standouts to me were definitely the robust garlic chicken, that's flames, and the meat John, that's really good too, like the steak with the open omelet steak, fire. But yeah, all these dishes are on par. It's called Lefty-J, so I should have been eating all this food with my left hand, but yeah, in honor of Lefty-J's, I'll take my last bite with my lefty. This spot's dope. Number 2 on our best Hawaiian spots in Las Vegas. So on to our last spot. Let's go. Alright y'all, so we're on our third and final stop on this Hawaiian food tour right outside of Kona's North Shore. So let's go inside and get some Hawaiian food. Let's do it. Alright, so we have the owner of Konos here with us, Mr. Stan. There is a pig in the illustration in the logo, and there's pigs all over this place, and I love Kalua pork. Would you say that that's like your top item here, your selling point?
Oh, Kalua pig is our jam here. That's what it's all about. Kind of old school. Obviously we can't cook it in the ground, but we have a smoker that does the same thing. That's what we're all about, Kalua pig, yes. So this is the history of Kona. So the old school on the North Shore of Hawaii, we walked our pig all the way down here. We have 4 locations, and then when we decided to get to the 9th island, we surfed on over and we ended up right here in Sin City.
That's cute, yeah. Yeah, they say Vegas is 9th island. That's it right here. Alright, so we're at Kona's North Shore. It's our 6th location, 2nd in Las Vegas. So they're known for the Kalua pork here, so that's basically what we got. So this is our pig on grass right here, basically their famous Kalua pork with their sauces and like a little salad. Pig on grass. This is the Balmer's burrito, their take on like a breakfast burrito, eggs, cheese, potatoes, but they add some Kalua pork in here, and this is their old school sandwich. I'm really excited to try the sauce in here because Stan told me there is some homemade guava barbecue sauce. I love guava, you know that. So ooh, all these dishes have Kalua pork in them, of course, your top hitter. So let's try the Kalua pork in its entirety first. just like this, pig on grass. See how it is. I love Kahlua pork. So smoky, it hits you right in the face right away. There's some crispy bits, some soft tender bits, nice and salted. Ooh, I like the flavor on this one a lot. There's nice saltiness to it. The greens almost like refreshes your taste buds right after biting into that savory, juicy Kahlua pork. This is bomb. So this is their house-made guava sauce right here. Guava barbecue. Let's try it with this. Like mesquite barbecue with a little bit more sweetness. Tastes a little bit of the guava in there, and it's really thick, the sauce. Very good. It is about 10 a.m. right now, breakfast time. I take a stab at this Bomber's Burrito. So Stan was telling me that some of their dishes are named after like a wave break in the North Shore, because they're called Konas North Shore, and if you guys don't know where North Shore is, it's where all the big waves are, up in Oahu. Let's try this Kahlua pork breakfast burrito. Wow, that goes so well together. The Kahlua pork, smoky, tender. It just, ooh, so tender, so juicy. Like, and then you get all of the, you know, breakfast items in there, all in one bite, guys. Ooh, nice and cheesy as well. I don't know, this is if you like burritos, but I think the Kahlua pork is so good in its entirety, so well flavored that I really like eating it just as a salad. This is really good. But this, if you're on a rush. Speaking of in a rush, this spot is cool too. This is a little bit unique interior compared to the other two spots we went to. The other one is more old school, old fashioned. This is almost like a very modern, like fast food casual. You order your food in the front and you pick it up to go, or you can eat it. So really convenient. This is the old school sandwich. Ooh, that bite so spongy. It's like a soft hoagie, a little bit crisp on the outside, and you bite to the tender, savory, salty, smoky Kahlua pork. So juicy. So I know you guys can see inside, that's actually papaya seed dressing. Also, there's some cabbage in here with some of that homemade guava barbecue, but that sesame seed dressing. Really nice glaze, almost like a thick vinaigrette spread. Goes together very well on the sandwich. It has that extra sweet flavor to it. And it's also here on the side too, if you guys want to try it out. Ooh, man. Yeah, I'm really digging all the sauces here and the Kahlua pork. I would say, I had Kahlua pork at the other two places. They're all very different. I feel like the second spot, Lefty-J's, it was more soupier, there's more juice to it, more smoky. That one, very smoky. The first spot is good too. Tastes very homemade. This one, I think, has like that barbecue sweet flavor factor to it. It's also very good, very tender. I think that's the thing I like about Kahlua pork. It just melts into your mouth. It just pulls right apart. Juicy and that smoky flavor. So you definitely get the smoky flavor from the Kahlua pork. In this spot, Konas specialize in Kahlua pork, so you gotta get Kahlua pork at this location. All right, y'all. So that's it for this Hawaiian food series. Hope you guys like all the three places we went to. So yeah, ended off with a bang. So if you guys like this video, please like it. Comment down below where we should go next in Vegas, and subscribe for more DVW food vlogs. Deuces.